Hello guys, welcome back to another video. You've joined me from my dream car garage. Now, before we get into this video, if you didn't see the previous one where Passmore's erected this timber garage, make sure you go watch that. They did an absolutely amazing job. What's left to do, or what's the plan for this video? The roof. And I think there's quite a lot of work involved in covering the roof. So I'm going with a very traditional Rosemary tile. So this is a clay tile, and I'm pretty sure there's around, if I've calculated things correctly, I think I need around 6,000 of these. Yes, 6,000 tiles. So I think I've got somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000. So if I need to get more, I'll get more. But yeah, basically the plan is going to be to get up on the roof, breathable membrane, battens, then these tiles. So yeah, it's going to be some good fun. It's going to be a lot of work over the next couple of weeks, but stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. And before we get into this video, make sure you do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me out and it shows your appreciation. I'm going to try and aim for 1,000 likes on this video. Right, let's do it. So Glenn, welcome back.
Hello.
Now you are a professional roofer, aren't you?
Of course.
I'm sure that's what you told me anyway.
Yes.
But no, obviously you're here now, welcome back. So what's going on then? What is the plan?
Well, now the plan is we've measured up for where the laths are going to go for the tiles to sit on.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we're going to apply and affix the membrane, the underfelt.
Yeah, but we now know our tile spacing, don't we?
Yeah.
Because from the bottom to the top, that's what, 4,100 mil?
100, yeah, so 4.1 meters.
And then we're going to use 100mm spacing between the tiles, aren't we?
Yeah.
Makes it nice and easy. Now it's basically going to be a case of membrane on, and then the battens. Yeah. And then the tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confident?
Very.
Yeah.
2 minutes, I think.
Let's do it. Okay, so we've made a real good start. We're probably more than a third of the way up the roof with the membrane and the battens. Glenn, how do you think things are going?
Going well.
Yeah?
We're getting there.
We've sort of found our feet, haven't we?
Yeah.
The things.
It's moving on.
So what we're doing now then?
We're putting the undercloaking on the ends here.
So this is essentially fibre cement board, 6 inches. It overhangs, what, about 2 inches?
About 50 mil, yeah.
And what are these for essentially?
They're to help hold the cement in at the end, so that you finish off the tiling at the end with the cement fillet.
And it gives a neater finish, doesn't
it? Does, yeah.
Just gives something for the mortar to sit on.
Yeah, as it overhangs underneath. So and cut off there and push the cement in between the tiles, between the undercloaking and the tiles. So there's like a fillet going all the way down.
And
cement.
these sit underneath the membrane, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay then, so the front is done. I say done, obviously still a lot of work left to do, but we've got membrane on, we've got all the battens in place, the undercloaking on the sides of fibre cement boards, they're all in place, and we are now onto the back. We've already made a good start, already got, what, 6 rows in place. So I'll just kind of explain the system that we have in place. So the fibre cement boards, they go on, then the membrane. The membrane is being laid, not taut, a slight bit of slack, just so that the water can run down. If it's slack, then it's not going to create a valley for the water to run down. If for whatever reason the tiles fail and water gets through the tiles, it can then run down on the membrane and then end up in the gutter. But yeah, the system we have for the battens is, obviously we're going for 100mm spaces, 100mm is what you will see on the tiles. We've been laying the battens in rows of 5 at a time, and we've been using the spacers. So these are cut to size, of course, and these are a nice tight fit. Now the distance from the top of a batten to the top of a batten, or the bottom of a batten to the bottom of a batten, is 100mm. And we've been using these spacers, like I said, for rows of 5 at a time. But then what we do is put up a string line, because this is rough sawn timber, it's not the best, if I'm being completely honest. These battens are supposed to be 38mm, some are 36, some are 37, some are 38. So if we was to just kind of do the whole lot with these spacers, we might find that those millimeters of differences, you know, kind of add up over a huge span. I mean, because we've got 41 layers of battens to the top. So what we do is we do 5 rows at a time, and then we put up a string line, measure either to the top or to the bottom, and then what we'll do is we'll measure then say 3 rows, and if they're not 100mm, what we'll do is kind of split the difference. So it might be 98, 98, 98, 99, 99, 99, just so that there is minimal difference between the battens, rather than have, say, a big jump of, say, like 5mm or 10mm on one row, which you probably would see, whereas if it's just a couple of millimeters on each row, you're not going to see that. So yeah, string line every so often, just to kind of rein things in again, make sure everything is going nice and square. Right, so I guess we'll crack on and get this side completely done as well. And it's time for some tiles. So what do we think to this setup that we have going on here as well? This is why you need at least a 2 foot 600mm gap around your building, because, well, if you ever have to work on it, you're going to have to get round, and we're just about making things work. We have some platforms and then some planks and then steps. So yeah, definitely I'm making things work. You're not going to get scaffold towels or anything like that around here to do this. Once you have a couple more rows in, it will be a lot easier, because then we can get on the roof and well, we haven't got to worry about walking across this. So as you can see, the rear of the roof is all battened up now. Also done the battens for the half tiles at the top as well, and now we're setting up to do the half tiles at the bottom, aren't we, Glenn?
Yeah, just setting up the underfelt support.
These eave protector trays, whatever they're called. Yeah. Essentially, basically creates a nicer finish into the guttering, and it just means that you don't see the underfelt. Yeah, you don't see the underfelt, do you? So just creates a bit of a nicer finish. It's worth going the extra step as we are, you know, fitting a new roof. But yeah, we're looking good so far. We're looking even better once we get some tiles on. Hello.
Hello. Hard at it, as you can see.
You've probably got quite a straight cut, but when I do a straight cut, I just put another tile over it.
Yeah.
And then just glide it along it.
Yeah.
To get a straight line.
I don't. Do you want to cut that?
No.
I'll leave it overhanging then.
Safety goggles along with safety sliders.
8 and an 8. Rock-a-hula, rock, rock-a-hula. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away.
So then, Mr. Glenn, on the final stretch.
We are on the final stretch.
Probably
on the hottest day of the year.
Tiles to go.
Pardon?
Probably less than 100 tiles to go.
Yes.
So basically it's all the cuts now, isn't it?
It is, yeah, on the end. Just getting the last cuts in, finish off the end, run up and down with the cement, run across the top with the ridge tiles.
Just like that.
And with your left leg, put the guttering on.
Yeah.
So we should be finished in about half an hour, I'd say. If you stop playing with that camera and get on with it. No, it's looking nice. We're getting there. It's nice to know we're on the home straight.
Oh, definitely.
But at the same time, very disappointing.
Yeah, but you don't know how long these things take, do you?
No, well, I don't.
I mean, I know you've done a lot of roofs, so I know you are a professional roofer, of course. But
well, I've been a
every time it catches you out, doesn't it?
I was born on a roof. From the age of 2, my mother suckled me on a tile. That's why I turned out the way I did.
But it definitely helps when it's 32 degrees, doesn't it? It makes the tiles nice and
it does.
Warm to the touch.
Yeah, it sort of keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Keeps your piles warm. And it's good for frying eggs on as well.
Yeah.
As well as legs. Legs and eggs. Next time you want a roof doing, call my granddad. Better still, call my great granddad.
What are you going to do if someone asks you to do a roof? Give them the friendly bird?
I'm going to turn round. I'm going to go. Can I do that? No, it's the most challenging things are the most rewarding.
Yeah. We'd be lost without you, Glenn, wouldn't we, George?
A little bit. You wouldn't say that.
No, we genuinely would be. I feel like every time you come here,
oh, dude,
you get roped
just
into
think,
some
oh
sort
God,
of
I've got to
job.
get you out of bloody out of this bloke's head for crying out loud.
You love us too much to say no.
I know, this is it. I know, tell me about it. It's all these cornettos.
Give me your cornetto.
And then work for me. Get on my bloody roof. And do it till 3 in the morning every bloody day. Because it's got to be done by last week at 2 o'clock.
Right, so pretty much there. We would have liked to have gotten the ridge tiles on.
It's gutting.
Yeah.
Not having the ridge tiles and the ends done. And the guttering as well.
Yes. We need an extra little bit for the end. Basically, I want to have it so it returns around the corner and then a downpipe. We need to get a 5 metre piece. So yeah, we're kind of leaving the guttering there for the time being. But I think we've done well, haven't we?
Well, I think really, considering what was involved, how many laths have we nailed on, how many tiles we've put on in the last, well, it hasn't been quite 2 weeks, has it?
No. But, I mean, we've done some long days, haven't
yes. It feels like 4 years.
we? Yeah. But I mean, we've been...
Because it was the hottest time of the year and everything. No, it doesn't. We've done really well. And it's been great doing it, you know. Yeah, it's been hot. Yeah, it's monotonous, but it's knowing what it's going to look like when you're finished and seeing it done. So,
and I think you could all agree the finished product, wow, speaks for itself, doesn't it? Looks absolutely amazing. But I guess until about, well, it's probably going to be best part of a couple of months before I see you again, isn't it?
Oh, if I see you first, yeah, then I'll... yeah, it'll be a couple of months, I'd have thought.
And then we've got the ridge tiles to go on and just finish that last bit of guttering.
Finish the ridge tiles, point up the end.
The verges as well,
yeah. And the guttering at the back. And that little piece around the corner. Yeah, I think the black finishes it off.
I agree. A nice hard
framing.
Yes, that's it. Nice
Those
hard line.
Last 2 clips need clipping in, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That was your job.
But yeah, until a couple of months' time.
Couple of months' time, yeah.
See you then.
You will. See you later.
So Glenn, welcome back. Ready to finish off this roof?
I'm mad keen to run up those bloody ladders and throw your ridge tiles down.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it finished. It'll look great.
So what's the score and what we got to do? Obviously, you've put a string line up already, and you've already laid.
Yeah,
what,
we've put a
tiles?
line up to keep the tiles, the ridge tiles, at a certain, obviously at the same level, and we've built a ridge rider, which will go up and on the top to keep the muck from sliding down the roof. Look at that beautiful piece of carpentry. Manufactured to the highest standards. And yeah, so we put that on the ridge. We put the mortar down the sides and we lay the tiles on the top. We tap them down to the string going across. Point it up and run away.
We have found though, because these are obviously a natural product, they are just clay tiles and they're quite old. They're not perfect, are they?
No, they've got different, I mean, they're like I don't know if they are handmade, but they are like bananas. They've got, you know, bows in them, and when you sit them down, they move everywhere. They're not perfect, each one. Like a modern tile is more consistent.
Uniform.
So, yeah, more uniform. So, unfortunately, when you lay these, you get a difference in the muck. It sort of doesn't lay quite the same.
Yeah, so we're going for a traditional oldie-wildy look.
Glenn's It's Knackered look.
But I'm sure it is going
to do it properly look.
I'm sure it is going to look fantastic once it's done. I mean, you know, the roof itself does look great, and I think the ridge tiles are going to really finish it off. Yeah. And then obviously we just have the verges to do, and then the rest of the guttering that can go on as well. So then, with the guttering all now in place, with the ridge tiles done, set in place with mortar, not a dry ridge system, along with the verges as well. I'm happy with how they came out. First time me doing anything like this. Obviously you saw Glenn done the ridge tiles. I won't take any credit for those. Here's how we're looking round the back. The downpipe just goes down in the centre. Still need to figure out exactly how I'm going to, I'll probably have a little bend and then that'll probably go tight to the cladding. Still need to also figure out the underground drainage. It's basically just going to go into the land drain, which is around here. Then that then goes under the fence, then into a natural brook. Then also going to be a similar story for this downpipe as well. But for now, the roof is completed, and honestly, I could not be happier. This has turned out even better than what I expected. I don't really know what I expected, if I'm being completely honest. I just kind of gathered materials over 6,000 Rosemary tiles and around 40 ridge tiles over, I think it turned out about 1.5 kilometers, almost a mile long in roof battens, about 2,000 aluminium nails, a good couple hundred kilograms of mortar, and probably a whole load of other materials as well. And it's definitely been a lot of hard work doing this. Yes, myself, Glenn, my dad, my wife, even James helped out a couple of days as well. It's honestly been so much work. The 2 weeks that we was on this roof during the summer, they were just, I mean, it gives me nightmares even thinking about it. I honestly was working probably from like 7 o'clock in the morning till like 10 o'clock at night doing this thing, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. That was tough. You know, it was like 30-degree heat during the day, and yeah, trying to move like 6,000 tiles onto the roof, it wasn't fun. But it's done now, and like I said, I'm over the moon with the results. I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, I would have went with a dry ridge system. Well, at the end of the day, you're not going to get the same look. This is all about aesthetics. It's a traditional looking building, isn't it? It's a timber, it's an oak framed timber garage. And I think, you know, the fact that I went with a clay tile, which is a natural product, I think I had to finish the ridge tiles and the verges in mortar. I don't think I would have got the same look with a dry ridge system, although I do completely understand why people do go with them, because they last forever, and you know, it's a timber building, so you are going to have some movement, so mortar may fall out over time, but I'll deal with it when that happens. But yeah, honestly, over the moon with how it looks. I'm just glad I don't have to get back on that roof anytime soon. The next part in this garage build series, we're going to be heading on inside, so do stay tuned for that. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all very, very soon in that next one.